So first of all, thank you very much, Fred, for having us here. It's an honor to be here with such a professional crowd and listen to these very interesting presentations. My name is Valeriy Krasovskiy. I'm CEO and founder of Sigma Software. I'm from Ukraine. And I have with me my business partner, Andrii.
Hey guys. Yeah, I'm Andrii Lazorenko. I'm CEO at IdeaSoft. We are a member of Sigma Software Group and doing blockchain things.
All right, so we have topic here, building Web3 ecosystems and the balance between hypergrowth and stability. So Andrii is about building Web3 ecosystem and hypergrowth. I'm about stability, at least I pretend to. So let me tell you some words about our company. So we have created the company more than 20 years ago in Kharkiv in 2002. So we were 5 people, now we are more than 2,000 people. Our company is working in the IT professional services. We started mostly with Web2, and we have customers around the globe. A lot of them in America, in EU, in Middle East, actually all over the world. And starting from Ukraine, we are now in like more than 19 countries. As I said, we are building a lot of, and still building a lot of systems for enterprise clients and for product software houses, for startups in the area of business support systems, operation support system, using all of the latest technologies, of course, and the latest products. Just to give you an idea a little bit about our clients, and I think it's very important to speak about that here because we are trying to build this bridge between Web3 and enterprise customers together with our friends from Cardano. And you can see a lot of customers here in different business domains where we potentially could find a lot of interesting Web3 business cases. The customers from Europe like Volvo, from the US like Verizon, a lot of different customers in different business domains. And one of them is Leo Vegas from gambling, which is MGM now, and we are in Las Vegas, where MGM has headquarters. So I remember my first experience with Web3 when I started to use, like, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. That was quite late. I mean, your guys working with that much earlier. So my first experience with the web wallet was going from the professional IT services as like, I wouldn't mention the blockchain. I think it's not right to do that. But I have opened up the application, and then I said, like, wow, really? Is it like something which is developed for the company which costs more than like $5 billion? And from here, I think one of the, that's my perspective, one of the main challenges is coming from. So a lot of blockchain applications are written by the very motivated, young, professional guys, but creative guys, but they don't have this like sustainable vision of how to develop things. Of course, it's not always like that, but in many cases it's like that. And our goal and our vision is to bring this standardization, understanding how to build stable systems, stable informational system, with an approach from enterprise for the professional IT services company to the blockchain. And education is one of the things, because many of our enterprise customers are coming to us and saying like, okay, I have hired the head of blockchain. Could you please tell us what this guy needs to do? So that's why a lot of education is needed. And the second one, I think it's also very important, the security. And we know that there are a lot of things happening around the world with the compromise in the wallets and many different things like that. And in our ecosystem, which Andrii will tell you a little bit later, in the Venture Builder, we have created a bunch of products, and one of them is actually helping to track bad crypto and fight with money laundering. Also, I think we are also liking business use cases. Because obviously we understand that blockchain is applicable in a supply chain, if you're speaking about enterprise. We hear about the cases when the companies don't want to pay a lot to be carbon neutral because they have to prove that their goods are following the right routes and they're carbon neutral, and that decrease the amount of money they're paying to our authorities to be carbon neutral. But in general, I would say even when we are speaking with our clients, we are liking these kind of use cases and business cases to tell them how they could really utilize blockchain. UI and UX, I think it's one of the big problems also. I mean, it's partially solved probably now in a bunch of applications, but this is something which we are bringing to the table as well at a professional IT service company. Our design department consists of like more than 50 persons, and they're constantly getting the awards on different competitions in the world. So we know how to build applications, and we know how to build the right user interface and right user experience. And one of the components here is that when person which is not from blockchain is building UX, it's better because this person goes through all of the understanding what is happening and can explain it to other people. Of course, if we are speaking about the system which needs to be accessible to the bigger crowd, to the users. And of course, as I mentioned, quality and software development lifecycle. This is what we could really bring to the table, understanding how to develop those things. And then, a few years ago, I don't even remember when, IdeaSoft, we met with Andrii and his team, and IdeaSoft became a member of Sigma Software Group. And Andrii has a lot of experience and his team exactly in blockchain. And here, we found a very good synergy with our approach to deliver state-of-the-art, great applications and systems, and IdeaSoft knowledge in how to develop modern blockchain apps and follow all of this hyper-growth which is constantly happening in the industry, which is constantly changing. Well, I think it's probably a little bit boring slide, but explaining that we are following all of the necessary processes. And of course, we are certified according to the multiple of ISO and different standards to be compliant with all of the best approaches to develop software. Just quickly, I will go through the few business cases that we have with our enterprise clients. So Volvo is the web portal with the different parts from engines and automotive parts, which is being used by 130 countries by millions of people. Construction workers competence database, which we have built for the Swedish company, that also used to account appearance of the workers on the construction site, so that the biggest software in Scandinavia, which is utilized on all of the construction sites. The biggest ERP in Scandinavia when it comes to real estate. And patient recruiting system for AstraZeneca. So I think it's quite important also to see together into these business cases to find out where we could better be useful for the enterprise industry. And now we are coming to the Web3 side and for more products that we have built together with IdeaSoft. Now I'm handing over to Andrii.
Yeah, thank you, Valeriy. Yes, so in IdeaSoft, we started our way in 2016 as a blockchain, like Web3 software company, and joined Sigma in 2021, as Valeriy mentioned. Over the time, we managed to work with different industry leaders within the Web3 or bringing Web2 users to Web3. Managed currently working with like Crédit Agricole on the digital euro build-up, managed to work with companies like Fireblocks, Alchemy, Securitize, even before they started to be with the Securitize branding and so on. We grew up to one of the biggest in Eastern Europe Web3 software houses and operate almost in every vertical within the Web3, having the technical expertise and both with the business expertise that comes over time. Having said that, with the partners, with Valeriy, we have a mutual VC fund, which is in 2023 was awarded by the most active fund out of Ukraine. And also we've started a few years ago to have and operating the venture builder arm, like a venture studio, producing our own products. So some of them are here, which we co-founded together with the partners. The first one is Global Ledger. It's an anti-money laundering tool pretty widely used in Europe. We trace and track the cryptocurrencies. We're able to demix them. We're able to fight the money laundering. We operate within the different government authorities and corporate sector, working with the guys like, for example, United Nations Drug Control and Cybercrime Department, several central banks on the financial monitoring system policies, and so on. We also have an orderly network. It's a bit more technical. So it's from 21 to 21, we managed to build the product, which is the perpetual swaps decentralized trade infrastructure with off-chain matching engine and on-chain settlement across the multi-chain that we operate with. And currently, as far as I remember, we hold about 5% of daily trading volume for the market. Then we have GeekPay. It's the platform for crypto invoicing and crypto payments for the B2B sector. And coming the latest one, it's ICB. We started to build communities for different foundations and companies we work with. It's more educational product where we are building the community on top of the infrastructure that we have. Something that we build, something that Sigma has within their infrastructure, like Sigma University. So currently we're handling 2 Eastern European communities. One is Kyiv Ethereum community, main Ukrainian community for Ethereum developers. And Komeka team, it's Solana's super team in Ukraine.
I would add here that also UATech Network is a community of IT software and product companies in Ukraine consisting of more than 8,000 persons. So, I mean, and we are also a very active member of different associations in Ukraine and in Eastern Europe, and that brings to us like a lot of instruments and possibilities to spread the word about the different chains and different approaches, new methods, new product, and also get the information from the developers, what they think about that, and apply this experience into our cooperation with the different blockchains. So, yeah, I think we are on time. And the last slide, thank you so much. Any questions? And if you want to contact us, of course, we could share our WhatsApp, whatever Signal contacts, and our emails are here as well. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you.
Cool. I'll actually start the Q&A because I have a question. Maybe if someone else has, you can go after. Those are pretty big numbers when it comes to views and users, right? We're talking about the hundreds of thousands and millions for multiple projects you guys have been involved in. I know you mentioned UI, UX, security as some of the common themes that you need to grow at this scale, but if you can get a little bit more specific with stuff that maybe you've done that has attributed the most to that hyper growth you're talking about, because those are phenomenal numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have. I think that the best thing that we have done is a venture builder together with Andrii team, and for us, we have more than 130 customers in total from different industries. I mean, from enterprise, from software product side, and from startup side, and we work with the serial entrepreneurs in the United States and in Europe. So, and then bring to us an amazing data and amazing information from what these customers' demands are. And that helps us to understand what kind of products they are looking for. And also, IdeaSoft experience working with the different chains also brings us an understanding of where the market is going, so that we could, in time, contribute to this hypergrowth and create the applications even before the mainstream is started. So maybe you could comment on that too.
Yeah, by operating as a consultant for the client's projects, we see where the verticals of the industries are going, and we can predict where it will be in the next half a year, and so on. And we can suggest some solutions on the intersection of those industries pretty often.